SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody, and bang, bang, pizza skulls. Hey, this is a donated episode from Brian Rhinehart, and he said, hey, Ralph, I would like to have you rank the songs on Kiss Alive. Now, I actually listened to it. I slap these vinyls on. It's always a pleasure to listen to the greatest Kiss album. You know, it is. This to me is the greatest Kiss album. It just doesn't get better than this. And so I wrote down the songs. I listened to it. Well, actually, I listened to it thoroughly. I really paid attention this time because I want to give Brian his money's worth. And what I found was kind of shocking on my ranking, because there's songs on here that I like more, but they're lower because the Kiss Alive versions, you know, I never really noticed that, you know, there's a couple songs I like more, studio, not many, because I'd say 90% of this album is better on Kiss Alive, but there are a couple tracks that I prefer the studio version, and then there's a couple tracks that I think are at par. Now here's what shocked me. What I put at the very bottom is a song that I would say, overlooking all these songs here, it would be my favorite Paul Stanley song that he sang all the way through, not including Black Diamond, obviously. At number 16, Come On and Love Me. I like that song pretty much over almost every song on this album, but not the live version. And believe me, I'm not saying the live version sucks. It doesn't, but I so prefer the studio version of it. I think it's just, there's something magical about that Dress to Kill version and the album. It's almost like a slick production, but I think it benefits the song more to be a little more slick and not as raw as Kiss Alive, but I still think it rocks on Kiss Alive. But that one's at the very bottom, and believe me, I would put it above just about every song on here. Alright, at number 15, yeah, I wouldn't say the studio version's better. I think the live version's better, and I really dig it. I think it kicks ass. Nothing to Lose. I would put at 15. At number 14, a song that, again, I would put Come On and Love Me and Nothing to Lose over it, but listening to it today, it's like I'm not the biggest fan of this song, but, you know, on Kiss Alive, it does kick ass. I can't deny it. And a lot of people would put it much higher, because a lot of people love this song, including Paul Stanley. I saw recently they asked him, you know, what are your favorite songs? And he said, Got to Choose is one of them. Never really a big fan of that song, but man, listening to this version, I would put it above Come On and Love Me and Nothing to Lose. Two songs I like more than Got to Choose. Alright, at number 13, this one I've said it many times. I like the studio version more, but I think this version kicks ass. I think I should stop talking about this version kicks ass. It all kicks ass. This whole album kicks fucking ass. But, you know, Brian said to rank them, so Rock and Roll All Night. Something that probably most would put at the bottom because it's so burnt out. I dig it. I dig the guitar solo. I dig all that shit. The version on Kiss Alive. I think it's awesome. I just prefer the studio version. Not many people do. But I've seen a couple people leave comments going, I like the studio version more too. And I'm like, right on, brah. Alright, so that's 13. At number 12, Hotter Than Hell. Great. It's awesome. Kicks ass. And I would put it over the studio version. Yep. Yes, I would. Alright, number 11. Again, you know, I know some of you would be like, wow, I'll put it much higher. That's you, on me, but something that we both agree on, it kicks ass. It's a badass song. So at number 11, I put Strutter at number 11. I just happen to like all the other songs more on here, but Strutter kicks ass. Alright, now we're at the top 10. At number 10, excluding the stupid intro, even though I will say that Paul Stanley is much more tolerable here than she got down on my 501G. That guy was always in the hospital fucking with nurses. Imaginary nurse. But, you know, I mean, I heard some tequila. Cold gin I'm going into. Exclude this little babbling in the beginning, which I know a lot of you love. To me, Paul Stanley, you know, when it comes to fronting and talking in between songs, he is hands down, in my opinion, the most overrated frontman ever. He performs great. You know, he does his little prancing around. I don't mind that. I dig it. I think he's a great performer. But when he yaps, I mean, it's so cringeworthy that this shit he says before Cold Gin is actually not. It's actually pretty good compared to what he says later. But the song, that's a ripping track. I always loved that song. And it kicks ass live. At number 9, I put this a little, I mean, this could be interchangeable with Cold Gin. But the reason I put it a little higher, because I love the jamming part, I'll say She. I like how it does the little, you know, let me know stuff, and the guitar solo Ace does that Kiss still performs today with an imposter doing the same damn solo. Yeah, Tommy Thayer doing that during his guitar solo, it's like, man, it's to me it's just as bad as him singing Shock Me. I mean, Jesus Christ, can't you come up with your own damn guitar solo? How weird is it? Name a band out there that does a guitar solo without a band that's a replacement that he copies the guitar solo somebody else did before. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous too. But She, I love it, She. And number 8, look how high this song is. And let me overlook this. Other than Got to Choose, I like every song I talked about more than this song. But live, it cranks. And to me, always my favorite part of the song was the guitar solo. I love that shit. Firehouse, I put at number 8. Way better than the studio version, in my opinion. Okay, number 7. Again, man, now it's getting to the point where all these rule. And this was a head cracker. Watching You. Love the studio version, but I gotta say I still like the live version more. It's great. I just love how, isn't it side 2 that song starts on? No, it's side 3. I just love, I mean, this album is so damn perfect, man. The way it starts on side 3, it just goes right into the song. No little build up for or maybe there is a build up, I can't remember. But I just love, you know, this song. It just rules, man. And that one is at number 7. At number 6, this one really blows away the studio version. And I like the studio version. I just find that intro extremely annoying, how it just goes on and on and on. Because Dress to Kill was a short album, so I know they extended it to, you know, to make it a little longer. Rock Bottom totally blows away the studio version. Studio version kicks ass once that boring intro is done. Where this intro here, I mean, it's a great intro, but over and over and over again gets boring to me. Where here, it doesn't. They play it just as long as it should be. If the Dress to Kill album cover had that length that Alive does, Alive would still be better, but the Dress to Kill version wouldn't be as annoying to me. Alright, so that's Rock Bottom. Alright, the top 5. Ooh, it's getting hard now. The top 5, I'm going to have to go with 100,000 Years. That drum solo, and that's performance. Just the whole performance of it, it just goes so killer. And I love that drum solo and Screw Paul Stanley with his little Ricky Ricardo bullshit. Best Kiss drummer at this time. Peter Criss was on fire. I like that style more than what Eric Carr, which I love Eric Carr and I love his drum solos. I will say Kiss in the 80s, the highlight for me was Eric Carr's drum solos because they were so great. But I still like the style that Peter Criss brought. It was more sporadic, jazzy, and a little more, I don't know how to explain, but it was a little more busy. Where Eric Carr was, you know, I loved how Eric Carr uses the effects and stuff like that. It was great. It was awesome. Nothing against Eric Carr. Praising the guy. It just sucks that Kiss never did an live album with Eric Carr, with a drum solo by Eric Carr. Because, believe me, in my opinion, that would probably be the best part of the Kiss Alive 3 with Eric Carr that should have happened. Would have been his drum solo because it was just always so good. But Peter I like more. I like the style more, and I'm giving 100,000 Years number 5. At 4, these are really tough. Between 4 and 3, I was really beating my brain over it. I was like, damn. Oh man. What's it gonna be? Parasite or Deuce? At number 4, I put Parasite, and it blows away the studio version. The studio version is awesome though, but that version, I would say it's in the top 4 of the best songs on here. All right, and at number 3, Deuce. The way it starts, man, the hottest band in land, Kiss, and the bomb going, oh, just phenomenal. What a killer beginning. Now, the top 2. You know, I'll be honest with you. It was always my favorite, but now it's number 2. Because listening to it yesterday, I was like, no, you know what? It's not my favorite. I think my favorite performance used to be Black Diamond, but it's not anymore. Now it's at number 2. Love it. All the way at number 2. But I can't bullshit myself because at number 1, when I heard this yesterday, what a fucking bookend to this album. Deuce. And end it with Let Me Go Rock and Roll is number 1. I think it's the best song on here, the best performance, that little middle section. You know, it's just ripping from beginning to end. What a great way to end this album. I mean, they really blew it the fuck up. So number 1, Let Me Go Rock and Roll. There you go. That is the ranking. But, you know, Brian wrote saying, hey, pick between Kiss Alive or Van Halen 1. So Brian, fuck it. Let's do fucking Van Halen 1 as well. I'm going to do that for you, buddy, alright? Greatest debut album of all time. Not a bad song on here. And I'm about to rank it for you all. Surprised, huh? Alright, so at number 11, I put Jamie's Crying. Love it, but it's always been my least favorite off the album. But I love it. It's a good fun tune. At number 10, these hurt, you know, actually. Number 10, Ice Cream Man. And again, just like Kiss Alive, every song on here rules. But I'm stacking it up how I feel are the better songs. Ice Cream Man is just awesome. A cover song that doesn't sound nothing like, what was his name, Jim Bream or something like that? Ice Cream Man. At number 9, the single, You Really Got Me. Love it. Love it more than the King's version. And I heard the King's version before I ever heard the Van Halen version. At number 8, oh man, probably the most fun track on this album, Feel Your Love Tonight. We're getting funny in the back of my car. I tell you, honey, if I took you just a little too far, yeah. Damn, do I love that song. Fucking Dave rules. At number 7, speaking how much Dave rules, love his voice on Little Dreamer, man. That song, the ballad, I would say, it's a little rough on the edges ballad, but it rules. Love, love, love Dave's voice on that song. And love Eddie's playing, man, the emotion. And Michael and Alex, just phenomenal. Greatest live band I ever saw in my life. Greatest band to ever come out of America, in my opinion. To ever form in America. I know picker whistler say, you know they're Dutch, the Van Halen brothers. You know? A lot of you picker whistlers were like shitting in your underoos when I was listening to this shit. Get off my lawn. Alright. Little Dreamer. Definitely. Number 6. The rip-roaring I'm the One. Man. What a way to fucking beat your ass on side 1. To end it with that one. Ba-ba-da, shoo-ba-dee-wah. Ba-ba-da, shoo-ba-dee-wah, ba-da-dum. Love it. Look at all these little kids taking care of the music biz. Awesome. At number 5, Eruption. Not a song, but it's a game changer. And it's awesome. I mean, it does have guitar, bass, and guitar and drums for a little bit. A little guitar, I mean a lot of guitar with a little bass. And this song just changed the world. I know I said it as a joke on that Hysteria episode. Here I'm being dead fucking serious. Eruption. Definitely at number 5 on the top 5. At number 4, probably the most kick-ass sing-along track on the album, Running with the Devil, the opening track. I live my life like there's no tomorrow. Fucking awesome, man. I love it. And that little guitar solo that he does. Love it, man. Love that song. And oh, by the way, I'm not burnt out on it. If I was, it still would be at number 4. Because burnout shit doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, it's the song, man. Alright, at number 3. Oh, man. Nobody rules the stage like Diamond Dave. Sammy Hagar sucks. I mean, that's my version. Atomic Punk, man. Hell yeah. That's like the heaviest track on the album. Well, I don't know. There's another song I would say it's just as heavy. But Atomic Punk, yeah, I would put it all the way at number 3. It's the fucking rippingest tune. That and I'm the One are the most ripping tracks on here. Love it. At number 2, Ain't Talking About Love, man. Hell yeah. I would put it at number 1, but number 1 is my favorite Van Halen song of all time. But it Ain't Talking About Love, I mean, you want to talk about Eddie Van Halen playing to the song, Mr. Flash Wizardry. Listen to that solo. Simple, but he plays it for the song. And that, hey, 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 so simple, but yet so effective. Number 2, Ain't Talking About Love. And number 1, what ends the album, the greatest Van Halen song in my world, On Fire. Can't beat it. See, I would say that, along with Atomic Punk, would be the heaviest. And there's no denying that song fucking rules. Even if you hate Van Halen, you know, you can't deny On Fire. Well, if you can, then, you know, you're an idiot. Plain and simple. So that's it, my friends. But still, I got one more thing to show. I just recently bought this. This is the Martin Popov Visual Biography Van Halen. There's some awesome, awesome early pictures. Every era. Yes, there's some Vangina and Gary Sharon in this. But it's mostly Dave, as it should be. And I love it. I just finished reading it too. It's a great, great book. Coffee table book. Only 1,000 made. If you want to get your copy, check out Martin Popov's website and get yourself a copy. He's got a bunch of killer books. So Brian Rhinehart, thank you so much. I hope you're happy that I did both your requests on this one. I know it's a long ass episode, but dude, that's what I do, man. People are nice enough to donate and watch my stuff. I want to pay you back for what you donated and give you your money's worth. So I hope I did. Shit, I know I did, buddy. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And check it out, man. I even got dressed for the occasion, for the Kiss Alive thing. I said, let me go grab my Kiss Alive shirt and the first Van Halen album, because we're doing them both, Skippy. Hell yeah. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. You see that little notification bell? Click it and then go bang, bang, pizza skulls. Right on, everybody. Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em. A god.